they did end up arriving on the day of the wedding itself. Literally arriving on the first day, and I crush her again.
This YouTuber did something that we all thought was seemingly impossible. Not only did 1, he get a girlfriend. As a YouTuber, that's insane. We're all nerds. 2, he got engaged. What? 3, he got married. As a YouTuber, some of the weirdest people on the planet. Many people thought it was impossible for a YouTuber to get a girlfriend, but TheAMaazing went all the way with it. And we thought this would be really fun to watch. You know, we've watched relationship animations many times. All classics. If you haven't seen these videos, all classics. But today, we're gonna watch something that I think will be very special. What do you think, Lola?
It's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to hear it. I love stories.
Oh, yeah.
And I love watching proposals.
Okay, yeah, I guess that'll be interesting. All right, homies, you ready? Boop the like button if you want to see more videos like this one, and let's go.
I got engaged, and it wasn't to James. Or was it? So how did I meet the love of my life? Who is she? How did my proposal go horribly wrong? Why are you asking so many questions? Just stick around and watch the video. Goddamn. Despite getting engaged, then married, and now being a husband, I think the internet has forever ruined my ability to call her my wife. So I'm gonna have to give her a fake name. Let's stick with name. Now, I know there's a dynamic between us where you expect me to share my personal life stories on YouTube. Don't know where you got that idea from, to be honest, but you'd probably be surprised to hear that I'm in a relationship at all, let alone married to someone. I think because of the previous stalker incident, I didn't want to bring name to any potential for harm.
Yeah, good point.
Wait, is that the person from
Smiling Friends?
Yeah.
It looks like a Smiling Friends drawing, but I don't think there's any
No, it did.
character.
It looked like him before.
Oh.
Tell me that doesn't.
Like Glenn? Anyways, Maz, good call. An important thing to remember is a YouTuber can share as much or as little about their personal life as they want to. And it is not up to the audience to decide how much personal information they should know about their favorite YouTuber. A lot of us just like to make videos and want to do this as a job, but we don't want to be celebrities or people who everyone knows everything about. You know what I mean? So I respect Maz for keeping it chill. Let's go with name. I would have gone with like Namette because it's more feminine, but name works, I guess.
Or have her judge me. I promise, this doesn't usually happen. There's also a bit of religious and cultural context that I'm gonna gloss over. A cool part of how we met up was through an arranged marriage process, which in very simplistic terms are the parents acting as matchmakers, which was super common in the Pakistani and Islamic circles. I think Netflix even made a show about this. Compromise. But I'll talk about the arranged marriage process, my experience with it, and some embarrassing stories for a future video. For now, I want to focus on Name and I. So for all intents and purposes, we didn't have to do any of the work, and we found each other. What are the chances?
See, I think that's the only way for a YouTuber to get married. It's that hard for us to find a girlfriend. Now it's making more sense because it is a miracle when someone who's weird enough to do YouTube videos can find a partner. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm yapping, but this is very interesting.
We didn't have to do any of the work and we found each other. What are the chances? In a previous video, I alluded to there being another reason as to why I quit doing YouTube. And now that reason has a ring on her finger. Because during the most stressful period of my life, dealing with the regular hospital work, the crushing medical exam, creating content with a full team, and now being introduced to the old ball and chain, something had to give.
Ball and chain?
It was YouTube. YouTube had to give. Now, if I want to summarize the dynamic between Name and I, it would be a friendship between a golden retriever and a chihuahua. I'm enthusiastic, vibing, happy to be alive, and she's small, runs circles around me, and is non-stop yapping away. If you think I'm joking around, Name herself identifies.
I don't know. I've met some insane chihuahuas, so I wouldn't just say chihuahua as a general personality type, because I have met chihuahuas who are super sweet, and chihuahuas who, if you are not their owner, they will bite you.
Oh, you're talking about an actual dog. I thought you were talking about people for a second.
I'm saying the actual dog, so it's not like because if you talk about a golden retriever, most golden retrievers have pretty similar personalities, but a chihuahua, there's great, lovely chihuahuas, and there's psychotic chihuahuas, so I wouldn't say it's a good way to describe a person's personality.
What dog or what animal am I?
Guys, leave it in in the comments below.
And she's small, runs circles around me, and is non-stop yapping away. If you think I'm joking around, Name herself identifies as a Chihuahua and is absolutely obsessed with Chihuahuas. I don't know whether or not that's a green or red flag. Make of that what you will. What was immediately different about Name from the other red flag was just how easy it was to talk to her. She's way more extroverted than I am and an amazing conversationalist, somehow weaving through everyone's discussions effortlessly. This worked perfectly because I'm also a chatterbox, so during our very first conversation, even though I was really shy, she broke the ice so casually and we ended up talking for hours on end. I think I genuinely woke up and said out loud, "She can't be real." And honestly, I'm still not sure to this day. One of my favorite things that she would spring up were her hypotheticals, especially the classic worm scenario. Would you love me if I was a worm? Now bear in mind that I take these
I thought you were gonna say something like super unique and abstract, but it's the worm thing. You said the worm thing.
Yeah, like when
I wouldn't. I wouldn't marry a worm. Like what?
What if I only turned into a worm at nighttime? At nighttime, like
then
when
it would be fine. You can stay in your cage.
I have to live in a cage. I can't be a
a potted plant.
Would you love me if I was a worm? Now bear in mind that I take these sorts of things very seriously. So I had to respond with 100% Mars brain power. It depends. Am I turning into a worm with you? Are we worm size or is this human size?
Yeah, get him, Maz.
Also,
be annoying and that will help.
Do I now have 2 worm versions of you?
That'll make them stop asking those questions.
About that for hours.
See, they talked about it for hours.
If only Name were to turn into a worm, I would keep her in a jar with a spinach plant for her to grow, drop pieces of watermelon, her favorite fruit, and intermittently sprinkle water for both of them. But if we both turned into worms, we'd live out our worm lives together. Unless she saw a worm with a cool leather jacket, and all bets are off. And honestly, valid.
This wasn't part of the arrangement!
Worm discussion. I've always thought of myself as extroverted and decent at connecting to people, but watching how Name managed to hold a conversation with others effortlessly was extraordinary.
Yeah.
I was just happy to let her talk whilst I sat there, listening intently, even from day one. And even now, I always invite her to tell me about her day first.
No.
Always.
Because if I don't, is that common I mean, I guess it is common courtesy to ask someone how they're doing before you talk about your day, but like both people can, you know, do that. I wouldn't say that's like the equivalent of like a guy holding a door for a woman. It's not like the guy has to ask about the woman's day first.
Well, for me, it's like I'll always ask, but if they don't ask me, I'm not gonna say.
Get out. You tell me, when you go out and do errands, you have like 3 stories for me when you get home.
What's my 3 stories? Wait, what?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I was picking out this
Well, because we've been dating!
And this woman.
I always invite her to tell me about her day first. Always.
Because if you don't, that would be horrible.
In every way, I'd argue that our differences were more critical in defining our relationship more than anything else. We just lived our lives totally differently. I'm this type A, hyper-efficient, creative
I thought type A's were more outgoing.
0% or 100% into whatever I do. And yes, I'm a weeb, okay? Sue me. Whereas Name is a lawyer, poetry writer, loves cats, has an aesthetic Tumblr. So she's this type B, patient, mellow bookworm who has countlessly started and dropped shows, games, and movies because she's just chill like that. Much to my concern. Seriously, are we ever gonna finish the show? A good example of the
I need to finish Attack on Titan
when it comes to gaming. She's what they call a cozy gamer, playing less intense games than what you'd typically think of. So one day, Name is telling me all about the new game that she's gotten into, Stardew Valley. She's gone on about enjoying the farm, getting to know the townspeople.
Yeah.
She really wanted me to try it out. Oh, bless her heart, because she clearly did not know about the spreadsheet that I was capable of. Because in 2 days, I'd grinded out the most optimal spacing for all my plants each season, gotten all the upgrades that I could, slept at 1:59 to min-max waking, caught the legendary fish, memorized the entire wiki, and she stopped playing because I had sucked all the fun out of it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's literally, this is you. He is literally you when it comes to video games.
No, not to that extent.
No, but it's like, if we cannot get through a level fast enough, you were already looking up the wiki to see what is the most effective way to continue for the game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. I don't like wasting time because if I'm spending unnecessary time, like being stuck on a video game, I could spend that time working on videos. So I get it, but at the same time, there are some games that I am cozy about. But I guess...
Not really.
No. Okay, wait.
Games get so intense for him,
I will
guys.
min-max cozy games, like Super Monkey Ball.
No, you were. Oh my God, no! You were obsessed with Super Monkey Ball.
Exactly, I min-maxed.
No. You couldn't stop playing until you beat the game, and then.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I said. Sodium chloride.
No!
Monkey Ball can be a cozy game, but I treat it like Maz does.
All the fun out of the game. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm not the one who sold the blueberries in the least profitable season.
blueberries?
You need to know these things. It's inefficient.
You got to know.
But watching her be so calm and patient,
cozy.
despite everything that was happening around her, it changed something in me.
Change my
I have
life.
a tendency to push myself, trying to maximize efficiency in all aspects, putting pressure despite how much I was already doing. But with her example,
Yay.
I get reminded to ease off a little, to stop,
That's wonderful.
take a breath, and just enjoy life.
That's
Something
nice.
that Name continues to exemplify.
Yay.
Something else that surprised me about Name is that she's also an avid Google review user.
Oh,
I found out about her when I was looking
no.
up a place she raved about. And as I read the reviews, I had a spiritual awakening. Wait, what?
Okay, is she a positive Google reviewer, or does she explicitly give like 1 stars to things that she doesn't like? Because there's a big difference. There's people who go out of their way to give 5-star reviews to things that make them happy, but it's a completely different thing when someone is going out of their way to leave 1-star reviews when they didn't have a good experience. So, Maz, based on everything you've described so far, I'm guessing she's a positive reviewer, but let's find out.
I had a spiritual awakening. Wait, what? Name? Is this you? Did you know that you can level up on Google reviews? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not even kidding. Because of her posting hundreds of Google reviews, she had become a certified Google review guide.
Certified
And she wants
Google
it whenever she
classic.
can. She's very proud of her status. So what you're telling me is that I was out catching Dialga in Pokemon Go to the polls, and she was out
Pokemon
here
Go to
becoming
the
a professional
polls.
opinion haver? Oh, and that's the other thing. Because she's so nice, she always felt bad about leaving a negative review.
Okay, all right. She passed the vibe check. She passed the vibe check. Name, we're good. I like you. It would take a lot for me to not like Name anymore.
She always felt bad about
So
leaving a
nice.
negative review, even if she had a horrible experience there. She told me that it's because she felt bad for the people who were trying hard, and that maybe they had
Exactly.
a bad day or whatever. So
Okay,
the minute-
that is like me. People are working hard, and I'm not going to try to make their life harder by being a jerk. Even if they don't give me the best service ever, it's not my job to make their life even harder by giving them a negative review.
So the minimum score that she would give was 4 stars, which is crazy given how proud she is of her certified status. And yet they could literally turn her into a worm, serve her toilet water, and she'd somehow still give them 4 stars. Name
Don't
wanting to leave
review
positive
things that are that
reviews,
bad.
though, has way more to it than what meets the eye. It's her giving the benefit of the doubt to perfect strangers, an extension
love
of
that.
her tremendous empathy. She's always thinking about how the other person's feeling, and that's one of my favorite things about her. Because by
See?
simply being around me, I've learned to become a kinder person.
So you've told me, and I agree with this, there are times when I'm empathetic too much because like there are bad people who we do need to not give our niceness to.
You're like a golden retriever. That's literally how I would describe it. Because golden retrievers, they're not a good guard dog. They'd probably open the door for the person who's breaking into the house. And that's literally you. You'd be like, oh my God, you lost your key here. You can use
Yeah,
mine.
and then
No.
I get iced out. But I'm learning jujitsu, so if I accidentally let an insane person into the house, I can dismantle.
De-escalate.
I can de-escalate with force the situation.
Because by simply being around Name, I've learned to become a kinder person myself. And just as things seemed to be going well, my good friend Life popped out of the blue and decided, wow, happy to see you're having such a good time, Maz. You know what would be really cool?
Hey, baby.
If I was to just things up. Let's throw a curveball and ruin your budding romance.
Okay.
Yippee! Because Name started to ask for my social media, and that's when I realized that I was cooked. I'm really bad with social media, and I don't even have a personal one. I just have the AMaazing account, which you can go and follow if you want. But how was I supposed to tell a cute new girl that I made videos online? Oh yeah, my socials. Here, I've got a few 100,000 million views. How is that supposed to work? No, don't click that one. But I knew, with how much I was starting to like Name, that the best way forward was to be honest. I wanted to take this relationship.
Oh my gosh. Sending a message that just like so vague like this would just spike my anxiety. If you're gonna like ask a question or say or like drop something on me, don't start with, can I be honest about something? Because
we have a talk later.
yeah, exactly. The time between you saying that and then you saying the actual thing is just pure anxiety. Like, don't do that, guys. At least if you have a person like me.
I wanted to take this relationship seriously, so I just told her about TheAMaazing early on. How I started, my entire YouTube journey, how I was still juggling medicine with it, which ended up being a massive green flag because Name had already stalked me on socials and
That's a green flag? That she knew about your thing and didn't tell you? That's a green flag?
I'm like, how did she know? Did she reverse image search?
Okay, listen, they're married now, so I will not say anything about that. I won't say anything about that.
Because Name had already stalked me on socials and found out about TheAMaazing. Oops.
100%
And that's why you never underestimate a woman's ability to find anything online. What did he even search up? Wait, is that You are perfect.
Yo, I want them to sponsor me. I actually use that, but I can't keep in their ad.
Name being cool with my online presence was such a surprise to me. Often within Pakistani and Islamic circles, this entire YouTube thing is frowned upon, and people
frowned upon. What on
Don't you
earth?
pay the Wi-Fi bill? What's
This is a
here?
first. Oh my gosh, buffering in a RobertIDK video.
This entire YouTube thing is frowned upon, and people tend to be less accepting of it. Even outside of that circle, to be honest, people are not as understanding as you'd expect. Something about influencers having the worst reputation for being scumbags. So having this girl not
on,
only
Logan.
be cool with it, but supportive of it, meant a lot to me. Unfortunately though, as the conversations continued and things got more serious, I'd come to realize that a pressing issue awaited me.
Oh, no.
I had no riz. I was rizless, not an ounce of aura. I had never been in a super serious relationship before, so I was extremely nervous. Voice choking up, palms sweaty, mom spaghetti. And I'm gonna be 100% real with you right now. As we continue to talk, I unironically Googled how to make a Pakistani girl like me. I'm so embarrassed. I just wanted the pretty and supportive and cool and sweet girl to like me. And
That's
the thing
okay.
is, the reason I Googled Pakistani in particular is because
Culture.
I've never really given much thought about culture long term. I thought that as long as my future partner and I were on the same page about faith, I'd be okay with whatever background that they were from. All of that flipped on its head, however, when she started to speak to me in my native language of Urdu. It immediately affirmed that she'd be able to understand even the minute cultural aspects of my life.
Wait, did she learn it for you or did she already knew it? Because if she learned it for you, that's like the biggest green flag ever. Like that shows like incredible effort. But if she already knew it, then that works out too. That's perfect.
Cultural aspects of my life. That there wouldn't be any barriers to visiting family around the world. That we could celebrate cultural festivities like Eid together. And I'm not gonna lie, I definitely felt a pang in my chest when she did that. So time passed, and because things were going really, really well, we ended up getting Islamically married. This is often paired with the actual ceremony itself, but in our case we did this separately due to our work and family schedules. So although we hadn't had the big wedding yet, to simplify things again, it allowed us to hang out together without having friends or family around anymore.
Yay.
So that was huge. Despite that though, I really wanted to impress Name with a great proposal. Something that she could fondly look back on for a long time. Forever, in fact, because that was the goal. I want to be with her forever and ever. My
Good.
idea was to hire a small venue and refurbish it into a weird artwork exhibit, which slowly morphed into more of a museum of our memories. I went all out, printing out photos of things we both cared about, bought gag gifts like an Omnitrix because she hated my Apple Watch, and I even planned to have this looping gif of us that I commissioned by the ever so talented Artsy V. I coordinated between multiple vendors in the venue to line things up over months, not holding back on getting everything printed, painted, stitched, bought, taped, and refurbished.
TheAMaazing, you are making us all look bad. This is setting unrealistic expectations for women everywhere. How can we ever match up to a proposal like that? Not in front of my girl, dude. Not in front of my girl,
You
dude.
love your partner that much? What happened?
Bro, not in front of my girl, Mom.
It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, as long as there's effort. As long as there's effort. It doesn't have to be expensive, as long as there's effort.
By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is Lola's page. She comments a lot in the videos, and she likes to reply to comments, and she posts some shorts of her own sometimes. And she does a lot of community posts, but make sure to subscribe to her. Leave a comment on the video, and I'll pin the comment, and then people will see.
It was ready to be the most special experience I could set up for my future wife. The most special woman I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. And with everything ready to go, all I had to do was bring name and... The venue got flooded. Although none of the items were impacted, this literally rained on my parade. Don't you see I'm trying to tie the knot over here?
Yeah.
Give a man a break. As I was increasingly starting to panic, my friend Alex saved the proposal with her suggestion. Have an outdoor picnic in a romantic location and show off all your items that way. This was a stroke of genius because of how well all the pieces fit together. Instantly, I knew where to take her. The gift that you saw earlier was based off an actual place that means a lot to Name and I.
Nice.
The Outlook. Besides the museum, there was nowhere else that I could have imagined proposing to her.
Aww.
It was perfect.
No.
However, because of my own neuroticness,
No way.
I realized there was already a bit of a hurdle. If I were to take Name to the same place that we usually hang out at, with a giant outdoor picnic ready to go, around the same time that she knew I wanted to propose, she would figure it all out. So I had to use the most powerful ability that works every single time. Gaslight. So my solution was to have two of my friends sit down with disguises and pretend they were on a date on the picnic. So that when Name and I eventually walked up to the Outlook, she wouldn't think too much of the date that was going on.
That's so
and
smart.
when I finally got done proposing, they'd leave us alone to enjoy the picnic for ourselves.
Aw.
It was
Yay.
genius. I love lying in the name of love. So when it was finally time, I kept pushing Name away from the picnic area because she kept looking at my friends weird. Gears turning in her head with recognition creeping into her eyes. Were her eyes always so sparkly? Okay, pay attention. Okay, what's next? Right, stage a photo and have her facing away from me. Gosh, she looks gorgeous in the moonlight.
Wow.
Focus, Mars. Doesn't help that I've got an audience watching me do this. It's the ring in my left pocket or my right pocket. Which knee should I bend down on? Have I taken a breath yet? It's been a minute. Okay. Oh gosh, Mars, breathe. Breathe, Mars, breathe. What's taking so long?
Yeah.
And that's the moment where all my nervousness all coalesced into one point and disappeared. The scene of Name silhouetted against the starry night, her hair blowing in the wind, the city below us. It was mesmerizing.
Do it, Mars.
She was mesmerizing. Despite having a type A personality, trying to account for every variable, being uncertain about so many things, I've never been more clear about anything else in my life.
Nice.
Name was the only person written for me. I was, and still am, so sure of this. Yes!
That was so sweet. I actually teared up.
Yeah. Tell me how you feel.
The butterflies in my little chest. This is so cute. What? How do you feel? Is that
I
a tear?
Yeah, totally. That's lovely. That's very sweet. But I think, I wanted to hear your opinion because yours matters more in this case.
Oh my god, it was beautiful. I love when she was like, "What's taking so long?"
And that's
she
when
already
I
knew.
knew.
She already
And
knew.
that's when I knew.
Yes! Congratulations! Oh my god! I recognized you! I knew I recognized you! She said yes! Oh my gosh, I was so nervous, but also I was still ecstatic that she did because she's so amazing and I adore her so much.
She's so amazing.
So we walked over to the picnic, I booted out my friend, sorry and thank you for helping guys, and showed her everything that I had prepared for the museum to be, which she absolutely cherished. Now for anyone planning a proposal like mine, which not to brag, has a 100% success rate, I made sure that on the same day that I was planning the proposal, that she also had a manicure already gifted, so that her hands were
That's a good
ready for
man.
the inevitable.
Yeah, tell him.
Oh my gosh. It's a small detail, but it matters, okay? If my nails are not done, I will.
No, honey, explain it. Because they don't know when they're going to get proposed to. So
Yeah.
they want to make sure when they are taking ring pictures, they want their nails to be done. Otherwise, the pictures aren't going to be as good and they won't be as happy with them. You need to stealthily really make sure your girlfriend's nails are done and ready and that her hand is the way that she would want it to be for the
Exactly.
pictures.
The nails, the outfit, the hair, the makeup.
The emotion just came over you. I needed to help actually explain the reasoning.
Ready for the inevitable photos that she was going to take. Why, yes, I will accept the Best Partner Award. Hold your applause. Also, can I just say, it is insane how well this entire Scooby-Doo plan went. I was so nervous that she would be able to figure it out. And Name did look for ages before turning around and saying, man, if only you set up surprise picnics for me like that.
Ah, wow!
You fool! I already have! Don't you look like
Got
an idiot
him.
now?
Yup.
Will you marry me? Yup, I got married, and it wasn't to James. Or was it? This video is going to be a continuation of that video, talking about how I met my now wife Name and my super smooth proposal.
Yeah.
Perfect. Getting on one knee was the easy part. What came next was an insanely massive, Pakistani-centric, 500-person wedding that spanned over 3 days.
3 days!
Even though things went pretty well, there is this one
they
thing.
do not mess around when it comes to weddings. It's like
That's normal.
everybody. I know, that's so much fun. That sounds like so much fun. You could just party at weddings all summer. I think more cultures need to adopt that.
3 days. And even though things went
3
pretty
days!
well, there is this one thing that I regret about it all. And it's not about the person I married, I promise. When planning for the wedding, there were definitely people in my mind that had to be there. I've been fortunate enough to have made lifelong friends through high school, university, even the hospitals that I worked at. But
Nice.
the one group that I really wanted to be there as well were my online friends. They're important in defining who I am as a person today. But because they lived around the world, I wasn't sure if they'd be willing or even able to come down on a random weekend for my wedding. And yet, so many of my closest online friends came over from America, Europe, Japan, all to watch me marry the love of my life. After years of not seeing them, I loved spending time with my mates before getting married.
That's so
We made
nice.
wedding gifts together, had a big, deep and meaningful session in the big circle in the living room. I introduced them to HSPs or halal snacks.
No way, that's so cool. This is Tabs, I think. I love Tabs. I wish I could have watched Tabs more, but I think the video got suppressed because they curse in their videos a lot. I would love to watch Tabs again. Guys, if you want me to watch Tabs again, I need you guys to A, request it below, and B, like, show a lot of love to that video when it goes up so that YouTube doesn't suppress it, because I think they did last time, and I would have loved to keep watching Tabs, because they're awesome. But yeah, I think that's so cool that Maz had all these people show up. That's so nice, dude.
Had a big, deep and meaningful session in the big circle in the living room. I introduced them to HSPs or halal snack packs, the greatest Australian delicacy by far.
That's so nice.
Tabs managed to convince us to do an IQ test, which I took very seriously.
Oh, no.
Emily ended up walking in whilst we were taking them, and even though she flew down from Japan just to see me, I secretly hid in the cupboard so that I could complete the IQ quiz in peace. Listen, I told you that I take these things very seriously. What do you want from me? Also, if you're interested, this was my IQ, so I'd say it was worth it.
Wow.
But with all that being said, there were still a few people missing before the wedding. Jaden, Jacob, and one of my best mans, James. They did end up arriving on the day of the wedding itself. Literally
fine.
arriving
So
on the
stressful.
first day, then leaving immediately after the second day had finished because their schedules were so packed. They spent more time traveling than actually in Australia itself. Goofs and gaffs aside, that was genuinely so heartwarming and still blows my mind to this day. Like, thank you. Thank you for coming to my wedding. James has been
No
one
problem,
of my closest friends for almost a decade, and seeing him step up to the podium, anxiously deliver his best man speech, and then
Wait, James is the best man? Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Dude, honestly, from everything I've seen, especially from like Swoosh, James seems like a really good friend. Like, he seems like a dude who like really shows up for his friends. I mean, just all the more reason why he's the GOAT. That's how you know like Maz is like a really good dude, because yeah, the fact that people would travel around the world for his wedding, that's a lot. You have to really care about a person to fly that far for them,
seeing him step up to the podium, anxiously deliver his best man
podium.
speech, and then ask my parents for how he went was so cute. It was a great speech, don't get me wrong. It was a crowd favorite.
He's a great
Until my little
scriptwriter.
brother stepped up and one-upped him by nearly making me bawl. Hey, second place ain't too bad. The animators and online friends were also clearly different from the rest of the Pakistani circles. for obvious reasons, but what made them stand out even more though was Names' friend. She was a huge fan of the StoryTime Animation community, and she thought that Maz was just a random Pakistani guy that Name was marrying, not the same YouTuber that she watched. So she was running around hyperventilating and getting signatures from my friends at my wedding.
That's so cute though.
And then she threatened to dox me by posting a picture of all of us. What are you thinking?
Yeah, let's
Please
not.
don't do that. Because I'm gonna do it now. Bam!
Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. Oh my gosh.
Cute.
All right, wow. Okay, so that's Maz, James, and then we got Animation, we got Jaden, we got Alpharad, and I think one of these is Amirichu, maybe her. I don't know. Oh, that's Sultan Sketches, I think. I think that's him.
Now, would you allow me to crush on my friends a little bit? Of course you would. It's my video. You have no control here.
Who's
Massive
tabs?
highlight to Sultan, who had multiple people come up to congratulate him for the wedding and ask if he
what?
was a model. Okay, Sultan. On my day? Yeah, all right, bro. All right.
Yeah, he is handsome.
I'm dead.
Rush here also had a minion-style band-aid on his chin because the day before the wedding, he slipped on his skateboard indoors, split his chin, and got a minor concussion.
Wow. Literally just stepping on a skateboard and falling off it. Guys, I have mentioned this a bunch of times. Skateboarding is the most needlessly dangerous sport in the world. Just stepping on it slightly wrong and a concussion will happen. It's so pointlessly dangerous, guys.
Well, good thing he's a doctor.
I didn't think I need to be medical a day before my wedding, but here we are. Okay, thanks for being classy, Rush. My wife. But the person who cleared the most was obviously, unmistakably, Nate.
My wife.
Even as the door opened, her smile and personality radiated through. As Name walked down the aisle, the full realization finally hit me. Everything else faded away as my attention was drawn and was solely focused on my wife. With every step that she took, memories of our time together played in my mind, and I couldn't help but grin uncontrollably from ear to ear.
Nice.
I'm not even ashamed to say that if I wasn't expressly told by my family not to cry publicly, I would have definitely shed some tears of joy. Don't you do it. We can't disappoint them now.
That's funny.
With Name finally taking her seat and the butterflies in my stomach refusing to settle down, next up were the cultural wedding games. Now, unfortunately for all my friends, because of the busy wedding planning and some of them not arriving until the day of the wedding, I wasn't able to prepare them for the traditional Pakistani games to come.
Let's go.
This should be fun. Wait, a present for me?
Oh, another
You
sponsorship.
should have. And with that, let's get back to my chaotic wedding games and exactly what I regretted about my wedding. We began with a custom game where Name and her friends and family had come up with a mock contract with a list of demands. Like
mock
I get to
track.
sit window side on planes, perpetual access to dessert, Mars cannot ever make fun of Drake. Oof, that last one did not age well at all. Now,
Oh
what's
my
meant to happen is
gosh.
similar to a trial, where my friends and family try to argue down the list of demands to be more reasonable. This is in opposition to Name's family and friends who want to keep the contract as is. I think Sultan was the only one who understood, so he tried his best. But the others were either too stunned or just tried to agree with everything, which
You're like,
obviously
what
isn't the best
is
for me.
going on?
So safe to say that the mock contract stayed pretty much the same. The next one's a classic, Juta Chupai, but I admit it sounds weird when I talk about it out loud. So what happens is Name's family and friends steal my shoes, and then they try to extort me for as much money to get them back. Whereas my friends and family aim to bring down the cost as much as possible to a happy medium. Now, you might be wondering, like I did, who cares about the shoes? You can take them.
It's just shoes.
But unfortunately, that was apparently not in the spirit of the game. Like, yeah, okay, sure. I'll pay money to get my smelly shoes back. It's in the name of love, whatever.
Yeah,
Unlike
yeah.
the previous game, some people... No, actually, just Alyssa locked in. During the initial kerfuffle,
Yeah, that makes
I saw
sense.
her desperately run off with a single shoe.
Wow.
Now, poor Jaden was in her path, so Alyssa ran up and yelled, "Jaden, put the shoe in your jacket now, please!" Whilst manhandling her and pulling her jacket.
I can see Jaden being the one who's like, okay, yeah, you guys play the game, I'll just watch. It's kind of funny that Illy locked in like that. I think that's very fun. And I can picture these people based on their personalities. I feel like I can picture this situation very well.
Whilst manhandling her and pulling her jacket open. And I watched in horrific slow motion as Jaden, more confused than ever, tried to compute what the heck was going on. And I think a part of Alyssa died that night out of pure radioactive cringe. I don't know if they've ever talked about that since.
Yikes.
And frankly, they shouldn't. After 30 minutes of deliberation, we finally came to a compromise on the price. When they asked around to see who had the shoes, though, it was Emily who had them. Turns out that Emily didn't understand what was going on, managed to join Names' group instead of mine, and the group unknowingly gave Emily the shoes, so she's had them the entire time.
What?
We didn't even have to argue at all. We had them on our side.
What?
So when Emily handed them back to me, you should have seen my look of betrayal on my face. The last game that we played was a 1v1 against Name and I. There's a large bowl of milk with our rings in it, and whoever fishes out their ring first wins. And as
Would you ever put your ring in milk?
Yeah.
I guess milk isn't that dirty, but like if it were like a soup with haggis and mush.
Why are you saying haggis and mush? Who eats?
Haggis is Scottish, I think. I'm not
I
being...
thought you were Irish. I'm Filipino.
Well, anyways, the point is I'm talking about a messy, grosser food. Even for a game, you wouldn't put your wedding ring in that, right?
For a game, I would. It'd be kind of.
No way! You're joking!
You wait until you see my Pinterest board.
Wait, you would actually do that? You would make a mess out of your ring?
You can get it clean.
Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. Sorry, guys. I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy one.
That proves I'm winning that game.
Okay.
And as I usually do, I get super serious about this game. I pulled out my ring straight away, raising it above my head.
Straight away.
All her farming here. Name and all her friends are chanting, rematch, rematch. So I give it another shot.
What?
All the while laughing, and I crush her again for a
Yeah!
second time. Here, babe, you can have your ring. Now, this incident was not the massive regret that I had with my wedding.
Oh no.
Although it should have been, because this time the cheers were a little less enthusiastic.
Oh, no.
And then they accused me of cheating, so I said I'd do it again, and oh my god, this is so embarrassing, but I said I would even do it blindfolded. Eyes closed. Hey, don't throw false accusations, that's all I'm saying. And so we play for a third time, and I win again. And I am just
Yeah, get him.
outwardly
Get him.
celebrating.
He's doing
in
a
front of everyone.
Fortnite dance
It
now.
took my brother to snap some sense into me by saying, bro, let her win. And then I realized,
Bro,
oh, yeah,
it's a girl and it's her literal wedding night. Yeah, you're not allowed to like destroy your wife in a game on her wedding night. Like that's the one time you're supposed to let them like win everything. Listen, the rest of your marriage, you can crush her in Super Smash Bros as much as you want, but the wedding night's the one night you gotta let her win everything and make her think she's the best at every possible game.
I can't believe it. He said, I'll win it blindfolded.
Yeah, I will
He
destroy
did.
this woman.
And then he did.
let her win. And then I realized, oh yeah, this is probably not a good look at our wedding. And so I
Yeah.
threw the ring back into the bowl of milk, playing one more time, letting Name win. She and her family and friends celebrated their win, and I watched, happy that she was happy.
Yep, that's the
smile
point.
on my newlywed wife was worth the loss. But there is one major
The
regret.
way he's like acting like all inspiring about not crushing her in this game
And the
anymore.
fourth time, the fourth crush.
It was worth the loss. Bro, wow, what a sacrifice you made. Like,
There is one major regret that I have with my own wedding. My immediate family were there in full support, with my parents watching in a blink of their eye as their firstborn son marries the girl he loved.
wow.
My family's speeches also had me on the verge of tears, with the only
no
reason
tears
I
allowed.
didn't bawl uncontrollably being their own request not to do so. My friends, in-laws, the community who've known me since childhood were all there. The ceremony, the food, the AV tech, it all went well. So what was I deeply regretful about? Well,
Not hitting the like button.
because of how incredibly busy I was with wedding planning, international friends arriving, and general medicine YouTube work piling up, I never really got to iron out my wedding speech for Name. On the day of, I said what I had prepared, but I wish that I had an opportunity to articulate exactly what I wanted to say. And now, I get to do just that.
Wow.
Name, with these
Name.
videos, as well as everything else that we've gone through, I hope that it's clear to see
That
how
I love
much
you.
you mean to me. From now,
Forever.
all the way until we're wiser in age, I promise you that I will forever be the golden retriever to your chihuahua. And
Yeah.
by your side, I become a better man, worthy of a 6-star Google review.
Huh.
As long as we could spend the rest of our lives together, I would be content in whatever way, shape, or form that it takes.
Yeah.
Even if we were just two worms
Little
under
worms.
a spinach plant, both wearing cool leather jackets. Throughout our story, there's been a string tied together between us, an invisible thread pulling us over time and space.
He went all out for
And
this
with
part of the
our
animation.
marriage, we've spun it into a tight, unbreakable knot as it continues to weave a
Wow.
path forward beneath our feet. Name as our
I
love
love
beckons
you.
us forward, inviting us to take our first steps as husband and wife.
Wife.
I've got no doubt at all that, inshallah, forever awaits us. And so, with our hearts bound and hands held so tight, let's make sure that we tread softly.
I believe in love. So cute. It's
No,
so
that
cute.
was wonderful.
The music,
and,
the music
ooh.
ties it together.
Yo,
perfectly.
Maz is popping off recently. Nice, brother. I love a good, like, my girlfriend is so crazy. Here's the crazy hijinks stories as much as the next person. But when it comes to marriage and stuff, I do think it is important and nice when someone, like, gets a little serious and, like, talks about how deeply they truly feel for their partner. I do think that is really nice. Maz is lit. In fact, if you want to see the first time I ever looked at Maz, here's the time that I looked at his really popular series, the first time I ever looked at him. Make sure you check out this video. Here's the last video me and Lola did together. Make sure you check that out. Here's Maz's channel. Make sure you're subscribed. We love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.